Hey there, so maybe you're moving to the Phoenix area and you're looking for a bit of a semi-custom home, maybe on a little bit larger lot. Maybe you're even looking for an RV garage. Well, stick around. You don't want to miss a single second of today's video because I'm going to show you two different model homes here. And both of these homes, they check all of the boxes from price to size to location. But you know what else? Maybe an RV garage isn't your thing. Maybe that's not what you're looking for. Well, you should still stick around, because you're going to want to see this second model, this one over here that I'm also going to show you. We're going to talk about its price and take you on a tour of that one as well. And you know what? You might even like that one just a little bit better. First thing I want to do as we walk over here is I want to point out to you this RV garage. Now this thing, it's huge. It's actually about 50 feet deep, and the interior side is about 15 feet wide. So you can get a good size RV in there, or if you've got a boat or you've got motorcycles or cars, whatever, there's plenty of room for all your toys in there. Plus, you still get the standard 2-car garage that comes along with it as well. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out before we go inside is that these homes, they all come with 3 different options for the elevation or the fascia. That's the way that the home looks from the outside. So you've got elevation A, which is the Spanish elevation, D, which is a little bit more traditional or modern looking, and K, which is maybe a little bit more towards the farmhouse look. Now the Spanish elevation, that's the one that we see here on this one, and it's included in the base price. Now the other 2 elevations, of course, they're going to have additional costs. Okay, let's go inside and take a look around. What do you think? So we got a big 8-foot front door here. That's kind of cool. All right, so wow, we come in and look at these ceilings. Those are, let's see, if that's an 8-foot opening, those must be 9-foot ceilings. Got a nice wide entryway here. So I like that a lot. You know what, let's just go straight to the diamond here and check out the great room and the kitchen, and then we'll come back and check out the rest of the home. So look at this great room. Pretty great, right? Lots of space. You got the dining area and you got the great room. Now there's another room back over there that I'm going to show you in a minute. It's kind of a bonus room, and I think you're going to really like that. But here's so you got the dining room, you got the great room, there's the kitchen, and we're looking back towards the front door now. Now, got to remind you that these homes are all highly upgraded. These are not the standard features, not the standard lights, not the standard cabinetry, but it does give you a really good idea of what you can do, what is available to you. Oh, look at this. We have white appliances. We haven't seen white appliances in a long time. I guess, are they making a comeback? Look at that. It's a great gas cooktop, but white dishwasher. I guess everything old becomes new again, right? Wow, that's interesting. Now, I can't wait to take you and show you the inside of that RV garage. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, I want to show you this bonus room. This is a really cool, you know, it's a game room, it's a den. You got all sorts of ways you could use this room. Love the big windows, letting in all that natural sunlight. And I know a lot of you are like, but it's Arizona, all that sunlight. Well, the really cool thing is these windows, the way they build them now, they're so energy efficient that even if it's outside, you know, if you were to go outside and put your hand on the window on the outside, it'll be hot. But if you come in and put your hand on the window on the inside, it's room temperature. It's really cool. So big windows aren't the problem that they maybe once used to be. So come back through here. I want to show you this side of the home. So there's a flex room over here. guess you could make it an office or a piano room, or do like they did, a little bit of, there's not a piano, but it's a little bit of a reading area, TV on the wall, an office. Again, look at these windows. That's one thing I've noticed is windows throughout this place are incredible. I mean, did you see this? When we first came in, that's going to be an upgrade, but man, oh man. Think of the view. I mean, look at this view, but think of the view you could have with these big windows. And of course, that slider slides all the way back, so you could have this huge open area from the inside to the outside. All right, so I showed you this. So back up here by the front door, this is where we're going to find 2 bedrooms. So we got one. And these are good sized bedrooms. You know, we usually see like the 10 by 10. I don't know the exact dimensions of these, but they're bigger than that. They might be 11 by 11, I don't know. And then we got a full bathroom right here. Now, remember I said we're getting a sneak peek here. They haven't had their grand opening yet, so there is a little bit of construction still going on. That's how much of a head start you're getting on these models. So, good size rooms. This one even feels bigger than that first one I just showed you. All right, so we're gonna head back. Remember, I promised you that RV garage to take you around the inside. We'll get to that in just a minute, but let me show you the master bedroom here. Again, windows. We've got windows everywhere. So this is a good sized room. It's nice and big. What do you think of this light fixture? Certainly not standard, but I don't know. Different, right? A little bit cool. And then here we have the master bathroom. Now, again, not quite finished yet, but this is a good idea of what it looks like having the water lines running to your shower. Look at this big shower. Now they've obviously gone with the big super shower here, and so we got a rain shower head up there and a regular one here. A little shower niche for all your shampoos and scrubbies and whatnot. Dual vanity. One of the options I like that they've done here is the under vanity lighting. Unfortunately, that's not a standard option, but I think it's a cool little upgrade. Dual sinks. Don't mind that guy in the mirror there. And then we got part of the closet here. And then the other half is over there. You know what? I don't know that we've necessarily have seen a closet that has a mirror right there in the middle of it. But I kind of like that. The other thing I just noticed, there is no door to the closet. You just walk on in. That's kind of cool. All right, I promised you that RV garage, right? So, as a man who's true to his word, let's go take a look at that. If I can find it. Let's see. It actually has 2 doors. So we'll do this one here. All right, here we go. So they've got it set up a little differently, but here's the RV garage. Lots of windows up top, so you get the natural lighting in there, so you're not totally in the dark when you come in here. But you can see from here back to the roller door over there, roll-up door, it's about 50 feet. And then from wall to wall here, we're looking at about 15 feet, maybe just a tad bit more. And I don't know how tall that is. I didn't measure it, but it's tall. I don't think you'll have any problems getting getting any of your toys in here. And then, like I said earlier, you still have the standard 2-car garage. And these are usually about 22 feet deep or so. So, you know, if you're looking at putting a big old truck in here, it may not work out so well. Unless, of course, you're going to put it over here on this big side. But and then, of course, we got to take a look at the backyard, right? Now, again, when you purchase a home, it comes with just flat graded dirt. But you can see that these are on good sized lots, and there is plenty of room to put in the backyard of your dreams. So, all right, I'm gonna save you all just a little bit of time here and turn this off as we go back inside. You know, I said earlier that this is one of my new favorite, it's probably emerging as my favorite new build community out here in the Southeast Valley. But it's not just because of the homes, but part of that is because of the amenities that they have here. And this community has got some incredible amenities, and we'll actually talk about those here in just a minute. But first, let's go take a look at that second model that I promised you that we'd take a look at. And while we walk over here, just want to remind you that if you're working with a realtor, they have to accompany you on your very first visit to the sales office, not just here, but everywhere. Otherwise, really good chance the builder's not going to let you bring a realtor on board, and then you won't be able to work with your favorite agent. So just keep that one in mind. Now again, remember, this one doesn't have that RV garage, but it does have a true 3-car garage where they're side by side across. So I think you're going to like that. Plus, when we go inside, I'll show you that it comes with the perfect setup for a guest bedroom that I really think you're going to love. And one thing that I just noticed as we're walking up, this has a great courtyard. I like these courtyards. It puts that front door off the street, out of the way. I mean, you can put a gate there. This is, yeah. What do you think? I like this courtyard. Now again, these homes are highly upgraded. This big old steel door here, it's a very expensive upgrade, but man, is it cool. So, all right, we come in and look at this. We step right into the inner sanctum. Come right into the great room, kitchen, dining area. You know, some people like that. Others, maybe not so much. I personally kind of like the separation. I kind of like the longer hallway that brings you back to this area, but you know, that's why they make different flavors, because we all like different things. So we got this great big great room here, and you can see how wide and open it is in here. You know, working in the kitchen, over there in the dining area, here in the great room, wherever you are, if there's a party or something going on, you're really part of the action. Now you're going to want to see the master bedroom when we get to that. I hear it's pretty cool, so we'll take a look at that. But first, I want you to notice this dining room. Look how big it is. I mean, we usually see like a little knockout for a table, but I mean, this is a big room, and just like the one we just looked at, windows everywhere. How do you go wrong with so many windows? And this kitchen, it has a feature that I don't know that we've ever seen before. And I'll show you that here in just a second. I think you're going to like that as well. But here we've got stainless steel appliances, all white cabinetry. Now they did the They do the waterfall kitchen islands in here. Again, that's an upgrade. That's a personal preference if you like the waterfall thing or not. But look at this island. I mean, is this not really big? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 bar stools there. I'll bet you could fit a 5th one in there comfortably as well if you needed to. But we got the quartz countertops. Really, really nice drop-in gas range there. And the stainless dishwasher. And then over here, we've got the wall oven and microwave. And remember, I told you that this kitchen had a feature that I'm not sure we've seen before. So this little bump out right here, a little butler's pantry, that we've seen. But here's something kind of new is it's all walk-through. There's a whole big butler's pantry back here. And it walks straight on through to the dining area. Lots of cabinets, lots of counter space for prepping the meal. This one even comes with, for me, it's a Pepsi cooler. For you, it might be a wine cooler or water or whatever else you might want to use it for. So remember, we said it's a 3-car garage, not an RV garage. Let me go ahead and show that to you right now. So you can see you got the single bay door there and then the double bay door over there. And it's funny, just as I was coming into this model, I met the construction manager who I've worked with several times over the years on various communities. And he was telling me that back in that RV garage that we took a look at a moment ago, I'll turn this around. Remember you saw the bicycles and the kayak and everything was kind of on the floor. He's got all the stuff he's actually going to put racks up on those walls and hang those things up and make it look a little bit more presentable. So I know it was a little bit messy, but again, we're getting that first look here before anybody else because, again, their grand opening isn't for another couple weeks. And this cactus right here, every time I see it out of the corner of my eye, I think there's somebody standing there. I don't know, it's really weird. All right, so here's the flex room. They've got it set up kind of like an office. And more windows, windows, windows everywhere. But then here's another one. So we got some teen rooms and a flex room and a big dining room. And remember, I said there's remember I told you there's a guest room that's got the perfect setup that I'm going to show you, and I still got to get to that. So here's something really cool. We got 2 bedrooms, and these are good-sized bedrooms. But the cool thing is, we've got a Jack and Jill bathroom. So you come from this one bedroom, or you can come from that bedroom. It's only got the single sink, but that's okay. And then the full tub and shower. So this is all kind of up in the front part of the house. I'll show you out the window here. There's the courtyard where we came in. All right, you want to see that guest bedroom I was telling you about? Let's go see if we can find it. So it's on the opposite side of the house. And here we go. So it's a good sized bedroom, as you can see here. And it's tucked away from all the other bedrooms. It's on the far other side of the home. It's got a good sized walk-in closet. And then its own private ensuite. Now here they've got just the shower. I imagine that the tub shower drop-in combo is probably what the standard feature is. But like I said, perfect setup for guests because it's on the other side of the house from the other bedrooms. It's kind of back behind the kitchen. It's out of the way back near the garage. So that really works out well. You know, as we head over to check out the master here, I just wanted to tell you real quickly that, you know, I've lived in Queen Creek for the last 10 years and I've lived in the Southeast Valley my entire life. So I've never had to move across country like you are contemplating doing, but I've worked with enough of you over the last decade and a half or so that I know how difficult it really can be. And so that's one of the many reasons that I want you to reach out to me. Give me a call, even if you're not planning on making a move for the next 2 years, anywhere between now and whatever. Give me a call. That way we can at least chat and kind of put together a game plan for you and see what your options might be. So here we are back at the master bedroom. Again, windows everywhere. Love it. Take a peek out there. As you can see out there, plenty of room for a pool. We'll go out and check that out here in just a minute. Now remember, I told you about the master bathroom. So here it is. I don't know, it's big, right? There's a lot of space here. We got the dual sink vanity, and the separate tub and shower, tile running all the way up the wall. Now again, highly upgraded. None of this is standard, but it definitely shows you what you could do. The nice soaking tub, the shower, and then we've got the closet. And just like that first one we showed you, there's that mirror right there in the middle. I kind of like it. So we got his side, which is not very big, kind of, that's how it works. You know that. And then we got her side, which has lots of space, which again, we all know that's how it works, right? And again, we've got the big, tall doors, 8-foot doors, looks like maybe 9-foot ceilings in here. And again, these upgrades, or these fixtures, there we go, fixtures, they are not standard at all, but they are definitely available if that's what you want to decorate with. But I don't know if you can feel it on the video, but this is really open. It's really tall, and the windows and everything, it just makes it feel really open and inviting. I really like this, actually. So let's go outside and see what the backyard looks like, if they'll let us out. So again, you're going to have a dirt lot, but this is what you could do with that dirt lot. These lots are good size, plenty of room for, you know, your outdoor kitchen or however you chose to put the backyard together out here. Kind of a cool pool. This you may not be aware, this little shelf right here is called a Baja shelf, and it's probably about 12 to 18 inches deep, maybe right here, if that much. And it's just where you can set a chair in the water and just kind of sit there. Baja shelves are really kind of cool. In fact, we are actually at our own home putting a pool in right now as we speak. And we're putting in that Baja shelf. Don't worry, you're fine. You're fine. So there you go. All right, so what do you guys think of these two model homes? Let me know in the comments below, because I love hearing from you guys. But you know what? If these aren't the homes for you, don't worry, we've got you covered there as well, because they've got 4 more models here on site, but they've got 24 more floor plans for you to choose from. So there is a ton of variety here. You ought to be able to find something that's going to work perfectly for you. Now, I said here just a second ago, but where is here? I haven't even told you, have I? So we're out here in Santan Valley at a brand new master plan community. It's called Soleo. And these homes that I showed you today, they're all David Weekley homes. So you know what? Let me tell you just a little bit more about Soleo in general. First of all, this isn't just another neighborhood of homes. It's a full-on master plan community that covers almost 500 acres. And when it's completely built out, there's going to be more than 1,400 homes here spread across multiple builders. I think there's 5 or 6. And each section is going to be individually gated. And just where exactly is Soleo? Again, we're in Santan Valley. We're about a 45 to 60 minute drive southeast from Phoenix. That kind of depends on the traffic. And we're only about a mile actually into Santan Valley from the Queen Creek border. And Soleo sits along the south side of Combs Road between Kenworthy and Schnepp Roads. Now earlier I did mention the amenities, so let's go ahead and talk more about those. Right here in the middle of Soleo, you've got this massive grand park. It's like 15 acres big. And the coolest part is this 2-acre lake. You can actually take your kayak out there and paddle around. You can do a little bit of fishing, or you can just hang out by the water and relax. They're going to have some ball fields, some shaded playgrounds for the kids, even some adventure style stuff like a zip line and a climbing wall. You know, all that's pretty awesome if you've got kids that need to get out and burn off some of their energy. But wait, there's more. We're talking a community pool along with a separate pool for swimming laps. There's an open air pavilion with barbecues and game tables and fire pits. There's event lawns for neighborhood gatherings, and there's plenty of space where you can just kick back and enjoy this beautiful Arizona weather. All right, so now let's go back inside and we'll talk more about these models. I'll give you all of the details, including the pricing. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more in detail about these homes. Again, remember I told you there's 4 series of homes here, and the ones I showed you today are from the Tambor series, which is the largest homes on the largest lots. Now, that first one that I showed you with the RV garage, it's called the Borgo, and it has 2,622 square feet of living space. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home, but you do have the options where you can add an additional bedroom and a bathroom. Plus, it's got that incredible RV garage. Now, the base price on this home is $709,990. Now, remember I told you it's an incredible price. Maybe that sounds like a lot, but when you look at David Weekley homes with RV garages in other parts of town, this really is an incredible price. It undercuts these other areas by sometimes it's close to $100,000. So that's a good price on a home like the one I just showed you. Now, the second one that I showed you, that's the one we're standing in right now. It's called the Pineridge. And this home is 3,221 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home. It has that flex room that you can actually make into a 5th bedroom if needed. And it's got the 3-car garage. And this floor plan, it starts out with a base price of $727,990. So can we call this affordable luxury? Well, I think we can, because similar homes in other parts of town are selling for a whole lot more. Now, some of the standard features that these homes have are the 10-foot ceilings. I think I called them 9-foot, but they're actually 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. They've got granite countertops throughout, including in the laundry room. They've got GE stainless steel appliances, including that gas cooktop, hood, dishwasher. You got the microwave and oven on the wall. Cabinets and drawers are all soft close. Now, you do have some options. You can build from the ground up, but they also have some very nice spec or quick move-in homes that are available. And so if you're on a tight time frame and you want to get into something sooner, these quick move-in homes are available. And the thing about them is you can get into them much sooner, but you don't get to make any selections, because in most cases, all of the decisions have already been made. And in many cases, the homes are near completion, so you couldn't make any changes anyways. But those are your 2 options: build from the ground up or go with a quick move-in home. Now, if you'd like to see this community in person, reach out to me for sure. Give me a call, shoot me a text. Reach out anytime because I've got your back when moving to the Phoenix area. Now, I want you to check out this video right here because this is going to set your mind at ease throughout the entire new build process. And this one down here, this is going to tell you everything you need to know when relocating from out of state to Queen Creek and Santan Valley.